Today we are going to be making flaxseed hair gel. Super basic DIY. You only really need 2 ingredients. That is your distilled or filtered water and your flax seeds. You're going to take your 2 cups of water and put it into your pot. Once the water is boiling, we are going to add in our 5 tablespoons of whole flax seeds. While we're waiting for that water to get hot, I'm going to go over with you a few other tools that you will need to make this DIY. You'll need a strainer. You can either use one of these paint strainer bags from Home Depot. This is a 1-gallon bag. Or you can use a knee-high nylon, or I've even seen people use cheesecloths. You will also need a bottle to store your flaxseed hair gel in. You can use a simple plastic flip cap bottle, or today I'm going to try out this pump bottle. This hair gel is not like your store-bought hair gels that are full of chemicals. Here's an example. This is a number 4 hold. It's an all-day hold with Tresemme. Of course, they love putting that vitamin B5 on the front, but when you flip it over and actually read the ingredients, unfortunately, a lot of these are hormone disruptors and really nothing that you want on your hair. So it's not going to hold your hair like a chemically filled one would. With natural DIYs, you typically have to be more patient. There is a more drying time. It's not full of alcohol, which is going to suck that moisture out really quickly and give you like that crisp feel. So when you're using this hair gel, the flaxseed hair gel, you want to make sure that you're giving your hair enough time to dry and then adding more if need be. So if you're going to buy a hair gel, I highly recommend Nature's brand. I can't speak for their other products, but this is the brand that my husband mainly uses when I don't have this DIY made or when he just wants something quick that dries a little faster. It's not perfect, but it's way better than the commercial ones that you buy in the store. You can buy this straight from Nature's brand, or I believe you can even get it on Amazon. It is their organic hair gel. To take your 5 tablespoons of flax seeds, whole flax seeds, not milled, and pour it directly into the boiling water. Flax seeds are in and it is boiling. You're going to periodically stir it. After about 8 minutes, you'll notice that the water starts becoming more gelatinous, and that's what you want. So you're going to let this boil for about 12 to 15 minutes. It's been about 12 minutes and I can tell that the water is gelatinous. You don't want to overboil it. I would say 12 minutes is good. And I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the burner that's hot and place it on the non-hot one. And I'm going to let it cool down before we get into the straining step. Perfect consistency, and now it's ready to strain. I like to strain it when it's still a little warm. I find that once it gets too cool, it can be too thick to strain. If you find that the consistency is too thick, just add some water to it, stir it until it becomes this kind of consistency, and that will make it much easier to strain. You obviously want to make sure that your hands are really clean if you're not wearing gloves when you do this, because you don't want any bacteria to transfer in here from your hands, because that will just make the shelf life much shorter. As you can see, it didn't make 2 cups of gel. It's probably more like 1/4 cup. So I would say even a 2-ounce bottle would be sufficient. Now it's time to transfer. I have a funnel, which makes it much less messy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it into my container. All right, you can obviously pick out the flax seeds after you strain it. I didn't this time, but you know, if you have a flax seed in your hair and someone's like, hey, what's that in your hair? And you say, oh, I make my own hair gel. It's one of the flax seeds left over from my recipe. If they don't think you're really cool at that point, they don't need to be in your world. I'm gonna take this extra flax seed gel I have in my hand and just rub it throughout my hair. I'm liking the way this batch feels. All right. I do want to go over with you some extra steps that you can take to make this more shelf stable. Now, if you just keep it in your medicine cabinet in an airtight container, it will last about a week. If you put it in the fridge, it can last 2 weeks. Just smell it periodically. Now, for a hair gel to last longer than that, you will need to add a rosemary extract, CO2, in it. This helps the ingredients not oxidize as quickly. It's not a strong preservative, but it can add some extra days to your gel. You can buy this, I think you can just get it on Amazon. For a batch this size, 5 drops should be sufficient. If you have vitamin E oil, argan oil, marula oil, or even our hair and scalp serum, then you can go ahead and add in about 25 drops to this recipe. I'm gonna do 2 pumps of our hair serum. There we go. That smells lovely. And the last thing you can do, whether you do an oil or a hair serum in here or not, again, these are all optional, is you can add some essential oils. I'm going to do 3 drops of lavender and 5 drops of orange. Give it a good shaking.
It's got a very pleasant scent. Lathers up great like a gel. This reminds me a lot of all the other organic, all natural gel that I've been currently using. I think it'll hold once I fix it up and with a comb and a brush and maybe a spritz of hairspray.
Yeah, not aerosol though, spritz.
Yeah.
There you have it, your DIY flaxseed hair gel.